Hello, students. Today, let's see the first chapter. Subject is e-commerce, and chapter name is electronic commerce. Introduction of e-commerce. Internet has changed the lifestyle of people. The telecommunication revolution and globalization has added to the changed perspective of human behavior. The emergence of internet as a vast public network made millions of people connected through online. So this gave a widened scope for e-commerce. So e-commerce is a special technique of performing business transactions through internet using information and communication technology. So e-commerce it is a process of buying, selling, transferring of goods or services through internet. So now let's see the history of e-commerce. In 1970, e-commerce meant the facilitation of commercial transaction electronically using technology such as electronic data interchange and electronic fund transfer, allowing businesses to send commercial documents like purchase orders or invoices electronically. So these uh, EDI and EFT that was used for just transferring or sending commercial documents. In 1980s, the growth and acceptance of credit cards, there was use of credit cards were started. Then ATM were introduced. Then telephone banking, airline reservation system. So all those things were done in 1980. In 1990s, the internet commercialized and users flocked to participate in the form of dot coms or internet startups. So various websites were introduced in that 1990. Innovative applications, various apps were introduced in through that sales were done. In 2000, many European and American business companies offered their services through World Wide Web. By creating a data page, they started doing business through that web pages. Since then, people began to associate word e-commerce. Then they started calling that business as e-commerce. So now let's see the nature of e-commerce. First nature or feature is non-cash payment. E-commerce enables the use of credit cards, debit cards, smart cards, electronic fund transfer through bank's website. So each bank will have its own website or its own app. Through that we can transfer the fund. And nowadays we are using Paytm, Google Pay, Phone Pay, Amazon card. So all those things we are using for making payments. Instead of paying cash, we'll be using all these ways for making payment. Then a 24 into 7 service availability. So e-commerce automates the business of enterprises and services are provided by them to customers are available anytime and anywhere. That means 24 hours of 7 days services are available. This is because of automation of business of enterprises. So anytime you can place the order and you can get a delivery on prescribed time. Advertising and marketing. E-commerce increases the reach of advertising of products and services of business. It helps in better marketing management of products or services. So when you open any app or any videos through online, you will get when you pause it, you will get advertise, or while playing a video on Facebook or in YouTube, you will get advertisement. So through that way, it e-commerce increases the reach of advertisement of products and services. So through advertisement, we'll be getting to know various products available or services available. So it helps in better marketing management of products or services. Improved sales. Using e-commerce, orders for the products can be generated anytime and anywhere. There is no need of any human interaction. By this way, dependencies to buy a product reduce at large and sales increases. Support. E-commerce provides various ways to provide pre-sales and post-sales assistance to provide better service to customers. So you will get pre-sales and post-sales services. So like pre-sales, you'll get information about the products, or after sales that delivery options are available. Nowadays, uh, products are reachable to the very address of customers. And even after sale services like service option, so if you're buying a product, service option also available. If the product is not as the condition shown in picture, then you can return that. So return option also available. So various other services provided through e-commerce. Inventory management. Using e-commerce, inventory management of products become automated. So reports are generated instantly when required. So product inventory management becomes very efficient and easy to maintain. So everything is automated and it's not difficult to maintain inventory management in case of e-commerce. Communication improvement. E-commerce provides ways for faster, efficient, and reliable communication with the customers and partners. Uh, that is the information provided. So when you place a order, or when you get a delivery, after that you need to provide feedback so that you can give your opinion about the product, or before purchasing a product you can refer the feedback provided by the other customers, and you can decide whether to purchase or not. So about the quantity, quality, so we can see in information provided there, so it improve the communication. And here supplier and the customer, they are connected through online. So the any queries if you have, then you can ask with them, and it gives instant solution to the customer. So communication is improved because of e-commerce. Next, let's see the what scope of e-commerce. The scope of e-commerce includes following elements of a business processes, that is information exchange. The information exchange part includes the development of websites containing details about products or services, and electronic catalogs providing detailed information on pricing, quality, delivery, and payment terms. In some cases, it may also include banner advertisement. So all the information about the product, it is available to the customers through online. Order placement. After deciding to place order for a particular product or service, customer enters the second phase, that is order placement phase. So here customer negotiates the final payment, delivery and service, then he formalizes the contract. So here the discussion is done with regard to the payment, but that is the amount of product that is displayed in a uh, web page only, then you can make a payment, or while getting a delivery you can make a payment. So there you need to give your address where you want to get delivery, and what are the after sales service are available, that also you can negotiate with the company which is supplying a product. Payment and delivery. The order placement phase is followed by payment and delivery, which involves shipment of goods and subsequent payment. The payment in electronic commerce can be done through traditional means like credit cards, or electronic fund transfer, or any you can use any other forms. So in case of electronic goods such as software packages, digitized music clips, digitized video clips, and other multimedia information in digital format, the shipment or delivery is done over the network. Instantly you can get the delivery. In case of physical goods, once the payment is validated online, the physical shipment is done in consultation with the buyer. That means shipment is done to the actual address which is given to the company. Then fourth phase is customer service. So customer service phase in electronic commerce involves a direct link between customer and supplier. In electronic commerce system, the customer and products or service provider, directly connected through the internet. Thus, customers remain automatically updated regarding the latest products or service information, as well as they'll get instant access to any service required for any kind of problems. So, this direct reach to the service provider leads to a major source of efficiency in electronic commerce. Then, marketing and advertisement. Marketing part utilizes the data generated by the customer support along with other feedback or preferences provided by the customer. So this in turn will lead to a strategic planning for improved products or new product offering in future. So when you give a feedback, and that feedback can be used for making improvement in a product or feature in future. So marketing and advertisement, I already said advertisement is provided in various web pages, in videos, in Facebook videos, in YouTube. So everywhere advertisement is provided so that you can get information about the product. If you are satisfied with the quality about the product, then you can place a order, and you can make a payment through online, or while getting a delivery you can make the payment, and you can get after sales services like returning of product if you are not satisfied with this, or if there is any defect in product, you can make a replacement. And if the order is relating to the software, that means electronic goods like software packages, etc., then you can get instantaneously delivery. Instant delivery is possible, and in case of a physical shipment, you will get a delivery on the prescribed date. So, the scope of electronic commerce is thus to encompass all the business activities in a broader perspective than just buying or selling through internet. So, the direct connectivity between supplier and customers lead to improved sales and reduction of time and cost. So, all the above activities, when integrated to the information system infrastructure of the organization, results to much improved performance and higher profit and productivity. Thank you. In the next class, let's discuss about mobile commerce. Thank you.